Welcome to Tri-Valley Sports Final, your program for the best in local sports action. On this week's show, we'll bring you Pleasant and Rage soccer and Little League baseball. The Grace Sykes to Addison Posey connection comes up big as the Pleasant and Rage USLW pre-professional soccer team takes on the San Juan Soccer Club of Rancho Cordova. Johanna Haharani is outstanding in goal as the Rage under-16 ECNL RL team battles Placer United at the Rage College Showcase. And Michael Moon comes through with a clutch hit as the Granada Little League 11 and under All-Stars battled the Pleasanton Little League 11 and under All-Stars at the Dana Taguchi Memorial Tournament in Dublin. All that plus we'll update you on the Granada Livermore Intermediate All-Stars and much more right here on Tri-Valley Sports Final. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. I'm Ian Bartholomew. On this week's show, we'll bring you Little League Baseball from the Dana Taguchi Memorial Tournament. Plus, we'll have Pleasant and Rage Soccer. We'll see the Rage United Soccer League women's team face the San Juan Soccer Club. And we'll see the Rage under-16 ECNL RL team take on Placer United. And to get us started with that, it's my co-host, Tim Sobrani.
Great. Thank you, Ian. And on last week's show, we brought you the Pleasant and Rage Soccer from the Rage College Showcase. We saw the top Rage under-19, under-17, and under-16 ECNL teams in action. This week we have a little more as the Rage under-16 ECNL RL squad faces Placer United. And there you see, beautiful sunny afternoon at Ken Mercer Sports Park. We picked up the action second half. Rage leading 2-1, and now it's 2-2 as Ava Allegra scores of Placer. So we're all tied up. Rage defense looking to get a stop here. Natalie Jensen crosses, but it's kicked away by Camila Guerrero. Then we see more good defense here as we see the steal and the ball kicked out. Now the Rage Catherine Lee dribbling upfield. Passes up ahead to Mia Tartoni. She tries to shoot, but it would be deflected away. And now we see a little bit more there. Rage defense. Charlotte Cantwell after the free kick. It's Madeline Whitman defending for the Rage and forcing the ball out of bounds. More good Rage defense there. We see a tackle by Whitman and goalie Shahana Lahoriani covering up the ball and clearing it. Now we see the Placer defense. We have Catherine Lee trying to center it. Placer kicks it out. And then Ava Tom, she gets it up ahead, but Placer ultimately would end up clearing it. Now we see more defense again. Long pass up ahead to Lee. Lee's dribbling, looking to cross, but Emery Cleary, she would shoot, but ultimately the ball would end up being cleared by the defense. Nice job there, Rage now. Lahorani, the goalie, wrestling the ball away and clearing it out. Now we see the Rage on defense. You see a nice steal. A pass ahead to Emery Cleary. Cleary, nice move there. Create a little bit of space, but the shot just a little bit wide. Now we see the Rage again, a steal. Pass ahead, but ultimately Ash Kelly of Placer kicks it out. Now the Rage, long pass. Presley Fair, but nice stop by the Placer goalie Isabella Sensbaugh, covering it up and clearing it. And ultimately, after a lot of offensive theatrics early, this one would end up in a 2-2 tie. You see the final score there. Rage finishing the three-day event with 2 ties and a loss. Nice performance there by them, and some good competition all the way around.
Yeah, these are really the best of the best of all these soccer clubs. Really, the ECNL teams are the best. The ECNL RL teams are also outstanding. So, you know, to have that kind of record is pretty good. They're holding their own against the best, and they're often and many times winning the game.
Yeah, no, and this was a back and forth match. You saw some really good defense late, a lot of offensive firepower early. Nice job in goal as well. Some tough saves there for the Rage, helping to preserve that tie.
Right. And that will do it for the Rage College Showcase. Up next, we'll have more soccer as we see the Rage USLW team in action against the San Juan Soccer Club. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. It promised to be an exciting match as a Pleasant and Rage pre-professional USLW team made up of many Tri-Valley High School and college greats squared off against the San Juan Soccer Club of Rancho Cordova. Teams met once earlier this season, with San Juan winning 5-0. We go out to the Stanford Medicine Sports Complex in Pleasanton. Start off with the first half. Marta Pellegrin takes the corner kick, goes to Sofia Canepa, who shot sails over the goal. Moments later, the Rage go on the attack again. Long pass ahead to Pellegrin, who fires it off the back fence. Now, Pleasanton goes on defense. Lena Bailey dribbles downfield and tries to cross, but is intercepted by Rage goalie and former Amador Valley star Sydney Head. Back on offense, the long pass goes to Lauren Collier. She dribbles and feeds Pellegrin for the shot, and just a little bit too high. Rage continue to play aggressive. Grace Sykes passes to Pellegrin, gets past the defender and fires it just off the mark. More Rage defense now. Elholm Kursand tries to pass ahead, but is deflected out by Ava Stephen, who then heads it away. Moments later, the cross is pulled down by Head. Right there, she currently plays at Gonzaga. And one more time, the San Juan pass is scooped up by Sydney Head. The Rage would play outstanding defense all night long. Now, ball goes out to Lauren Collier, who sends it towards the goal, but Mackenzie Titus picks it up on the bounce. Rage now work a little give and go. Marta Pellegrin to Grace Sykes, back to Pellegrin to Sykes, who shoots, gathered up by Titus. The Rage nearly break the deadlock here as Sykes lofts it up, but it's tipped away by Titus. More defense now. Macy Kirby passes, but it's stopped and kicked out by Sofia Canepa. Malin Montoya of Amador and the University of Washington now passes to Lauren Collier, who kicks it towards the goal, but it's off Hannah Highline and rolls out of bounds. That results in a corner kick. Ava Stevens' header just misses the corner. Rage now have a free kick. Pellegrin passes in the box. Ava Stephen and Mackenzie Titus collide. Both go down, but they would be okay. The near score here now, Ashley Carroll to Montoya, who shoots. Nice save by Titus, and the ball eventually rolls out of bounds. Grace Sykes now backs it out. She passes ahead to Carroll, who crosses, but it's knocked down by Titus. Pellegrin now passes ahead to Addison Posey, who tries to center it, but Titus is once again there to pick it up. 41 minutes into the match, the Rage finally get on the board. Ashley Carroll's throw-in goes to Montoya, who dribbles, then passes out to Sykes. She sends it towards the goal to Addison Posey, who heads it in. Great play. Rage celebrate as they grab a 1-0 lead. San Juan comes right back though. Gabrielle Ferrero's free kick goes to Macy Kirby, who heads it back to Lena Bailey, who's tripped up. Referees call a foul. That results in a free kick. Ferrero drills it in the goal. At the half, we are tied at 1. Second half now. Both teams race towards the ball. Sydney Head picks it up. Moments later, more good Rage defense. San Juan takes the corner kick. Head punches it away, and Carroll kicks it out. Great chance here for the Rage as the long pass goes ahead to Pellegrin. She pushes it past the goalie right there, but it's off the post, bounces away, and is cleared out. Pellegrin then feeds Carroll, who shoots, but it rolls out of bounds. Good defensive sequence here now by the Rage. Ava Stephen kicks it out. Now Addison Posey blocks the pass. And this time, Lauren Collier is there to deflect it away. Rage played defensively, well defensively all game. Offense now looks to break the tie as they pass to the center of the field, but the header is off the mark. Late in the match, San Juan would have some chances. Here Bailey tries to cross, but Ashley Carroll kicks it out. Now Siri Coyne centers it and is headed away. Alessandra Barajas now passes ahead to Gabrielle Ferraro, who shoots off the football goalpost. Barajas now dribbles and shoots, picked up by Head, who then throws it out. Again, Ferraro takes a shot. This one's over the goal. Ferraro, however, would score moments later. That gives San Juan a 2-1 lead. The Rage now look for the equalizer as Kendra Obermeyer passes to the center of the field. Montoya takes a shot, but it's deflected away by Madison Van Exel. That seals it. Good sportsmanship by both clubs as San Juan SC holds on to edge the Rage 2-1. Gabrielle Ferraro's second goal of the match with less than 8 minutes to play is the difference as San Juan edges the Rage. San Juan finishes the regular season with a record of 4-4-2. The Rage, meanwhile, finished 3-7, but they were competitive in every match. They lost 5 matches by only 1 goal, and they defeated the second place team, the 7-3 California Storm of Sacramento. They controlled this match too, especially in the first half.
Yeah, they certainly did. I mean, and beating the Storm had been around a long time, quality program. They had a lot of chances. They had some good combinations, a few shots you saw just off the post. Yep. Kind of a heartbreaking loss, but great quality of play. Just on both sides, you could just see the elevated level, and hopefully people can come out and watch those next year.
Absolutely, and that's going to do it for soccer. Up next, we'll have Little League Baseball as the Granada 11 and Under All-Stars square off against the Pleasanton 11 and Under All-Stars. Please stay with us.
And welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. So it was a berth in the championship game of the Dana Takaguchi Memorial 11A tournament was on the line as the Granada 11 Under All-Stars faced the Pleasanton 11 Under All-Stars. The teams played twice earlier in the summer with Granada winning both games. And here we pick it up, Fallon Sports Park in the early evening, and we see Pleasanton runners at first and second, but here we also see some nice defense there. Granada getting the force out to retire the side. Bottom of the second, Max Proger gets on with the base hit to right. And the ball now rolling down the line. Inside the park home run with Progar and Leeds both scoring. So at this point, Granada is up 6-4. And there's the teammates coming out to congratulate. Michael Moon of Granada comes up next. He doubles to left. Ball rolls all the way to the fence. So even though Granada has some runs on the board, they're continuing to threaten. Well, Pleasanton would ultimately escape as we see the pop-up caught here by the second baseman, Alex Knapp, and that will end the inning. So go to the top of the third. It would be Robert Adams walking to help get things going for Pleasanton. And the next up would be Mason Huff. He grounds to third, but the throw to second ends up being off the line. Everyone is safe. Eventually, a fielder's choice would put runners at second and third, and Tyson Roth gets the base hit to center. The throw would go to the plate. Haas slides in safely, 2-run score, and we are knotted up at 6. And Roth would end up moving to second on the throw. But next up, we see the defense here, the fly ball to center. AJ Lewis, nice running catch in the outfield that saves a run and ends the inning. Bottom of the third now, Granada's Colin Jones gets the infield blooper. Drops in for a hit. Nice job there. So next up would bring up Luke Knott. Knott would hit this one into left, so we got runners on first and second. Setting the table for Tyler Gibson, who would get another bloop. This one goes into right, dropping in for a base hit. Bases are loaded at this point. And then ultimately Titus Ansura walks. Colin Jones scores. Granada now on top by a score of 7-6. Granada looking to add to that lead in the bottom of the fourth as Trent leads, gets the single to left. Pleasanton would need a defensive play to try to stay within one, and they'll get it here. Soren Young, leaping catch, throws the ball back in. Nobody threatens to score until this next at-bat as Michael Moon lines the ball into the left field corner. Leeds would end up scoring. Moon into third with the triple. Granada right there, the insurance run on top 8-6. And next up would be Joey Saramuga, who doubles into the gap. Moon would end up scoring easily. Saramuga would hold at second, but Granada extending its lead at that point to 9-6. Then it'd be Gavin Jones. He gets the bouncer to second. Ultimately, the throw would be off the mark. Jones ends up being safe at first. There would be a stolen base by Jones. Colin Jones there would walk. And here we see the wild pitch. Saramuga getting in, sliding in under the tag with the run. Granada now up 10-6. Pleasanton looking to get out of the inning. Granada threatening here, fly ball to deep center, but nice catch. Look at that, Tyson Roth makes the catch. Inning is over, but Granada looking to continue to add to that lead, bottom of the fifth. And ultimately Landon Chu, after getting hit by a pitch, we see the liner to center. Tyson Roth throws to second for the fourth. Nice throw there from the outfield, great work. Granada not done. Titus Ansura walks. And he'd be at first. Then the wild pitch. Heads up, base running, gets into second. Next up, Max Progar bounces to third. Throw to first, way off the mark. Another run scores. And that will do it for the scoring. And the final with Granada go on the top. You see the score there. They pound out 12 hits en route to the win, and they would go on to defeat Bollinger Canyon for the tournament championship 6-3. So a great effort by them. And Granada, Bollinger Canyon, that's been the theme of the summer.
Yeah, two dominant teams, two dominant leagues this year. But yeah, great season by Granada, 13-6 record. They also won the Brett Slinger Memorial Tournament up in Danville. So a couple of tournament championships. They nearly won District 57. And next season, they're going to be a force to reckon with next year.
No doubt about that. Granada, a great showing by them. And Pleasanton, they battled. They hung in there. This is a game that was closer than the score. But ultimately, Granada gets the win.
And we'll be back to wrap things up and bring you some more local Little League news in a moment, right after these messages. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. It was quite a summer for the Granada Livermore Little League Intermediate All-Stars. The team first won the Section 3 tournament in Fremont. Then they captured the NorCal Division title in Marysville. Then they won the West Region Championship in Nogales, Arizona. The West Region Championship allowed Granada Livermore to advance to the Little League Intermediate World Series in Livermore, where they were once again victorious. As you may have seen on ESPN+, Granada Livermore won the United States Championship as they defeated District 57 champion Bollinger Canyon for the title. Here's the score. Merlin Newton III picked up the win, also drove in a pair of runs. Cruz Charbonneau also drove in a couple of runs. And we have a picture of the team celebrating in front of the giant tournament bracket behind home plate at Max Baer Park. And there they are on the field in front of the scoreboard with the United States champion pennant. So thanks to manager Mike Sabello for the photos and updates he's provided us throughout the postseason. And also big thanks to District Administrator Dave Wetmore for all the help and information he's given through the years. And what a journey for this team and an accomplishment. Granada Livermore winning the United States Championship, playing South Korea for the world title. Just a great, unbelievable year by them.
Unbelievable year, and unbelievable that 2 teams from the Tri-Valley area, if you talk Bollinger Canyon, are the 2 best teams in the country.
Yeah.
You know, all within a few miles radius. So that's just remarkable to think of that. And Dave Wetmore and everyone in District 57 hosting such a great event every year. But to have Livermore, to make the hard road, you know, they had
coming from, yep,
they had
losing
to come all
District
the way
57,
around.
yeah, exactly.
all
Never
the way
been done
around.
before.
Never been done before. So a remarkable run by them, and a lot of fun to cover that all summer.
And District 57 teams did very well in the postseason. The Danville 10s, coached by one of your former students, Tim, Nathan King, won both the sectionals and the NorCal State title. And the San Ramon Valley 11s and 12s won the Section 3 championships as well. So congratulations to all of them. Next summer, they'll be back taking on our teams from Livermore, Dublin, and Pleasanton. So more excitement ahead.
No doubt about it. The King family, a legacy of contributions as players and coaches in the Tri-Valley the last 3 decades. So congratulations to Coach King and this squad.
Absolutely. And next week's show will begin the fall high school sports season in the Tri-Valley with girls flag football. But that will do it for this edition of Tri-Valley Sports Final. For Tim Sabrani, I'm Ian Bartholomew. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.